Hey, what's going on, folks? See, we got some people coming in. I am trying to see if we can get people invited in. Looks like TC beat Fred in tonight. What's going on, guys? Good to see you. All right. All right. TC, I just sent you a link. And Tyler, I sent you a link. Hey, Dee Dee. Appreciate you coming in. Hey, Eileen. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. And oh, looky there. We got High Velocity Savage. Hey, what's going on, buddy? And we got Lisa. I hope I don't butcher this name. Giradino. Appreciate you coming by. TC can't make it to the panel here. We need to get some more in here if we can. I'm trying to see who else I've got. Guys, if I don't have your email address, I can't bring you in. And if you don't mind, share it out. Let's see if we can get some people in here. Have a good time. We got R5 Adventures. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Everybody's rolling in. I think I'm going to share it out myself here. Here we go. Not that I get a million viewers. Mason, I got to get your email. If you don't mind, share it out. Let's see if we can get some people in here. Have a good time. Oh, there we go. We got Tyler in the house.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Yeah, the one thing I hate about it is the lag.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. It's just I get the lag.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Maybe that'll fix it.
I got the thing pulled up here so I can check the comments and what's going on.
Yeah, I've got the chat here on the side. How about everybody else? Can you hear us? Who's watching NBA? Hey, Twin Cities, good to see you. Appreciate you coming by. How's everybody?
We got Twin City Outdoors in here. We got R5 Adventures. How's it going? Fred, Dee Dee, All Beach.
Hey,
what about Mason?
Tyler, do you have Mason's email, you can send him that link.
Yeah, let me click back on the Hangouts here.
See if we can get some more people in here. Have us a good night. Looks like I got 11 thumbs up, 9 people watching. Appreciate everybody coming by. I hope everybody's having a good week. Friday's tomorrow. Well, it's right around the corner. Oh, Twin Cities stuck some fatties on the Cinco today. I'm jealous, man. I want to be out fishing.
I just asked him for his email so I can send him an invite, or give you the email and send him an invite. It looks like John's trying to come in here.
All right, I'll send it to John. All right, hang on just a moment there, John. We'll get you on.
High Velocity Savage, how you doing? TC. TC
Folks,
said he's going to get the kayak tomorrow.
If you have not checked out High Velocity Savage, man, went crazy. He's got a video out. I don't know if I was talking with him earlier. He got all kinds of emails about it and strikes and everything. And as you can see, he's still around. You can't stop him. You can't stop a savage. Hey, Kel, it's good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. Let's see.
What we got here? Nice.
Oh, we got Bossy in here. I'm sorry, Bossy. I didn't see you sneak in. Good to see you. And we are waiting on John and Mason to connect.
Yeah, there you go. You got their emails? You saw them?
I got. Oh, did Mason put his in there too? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, he put his in. Cal Williams, Fred, Sandy K, how's it going? PD,
right.
Beach. Nice. We got 12 people in here. 12 thumbs up. Nice. 13 now.
All right, Mason, I sent you the email. And hopefully
Am I picking up any of the volume or anything?
Oh, what's that?
Are you getting any feedback from me? Like, is it over picking up your voice?
Oh, no, it's coming in good and clear.
All right.
There he is.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Oh,
Last time I had this thing in here, let me do this. There we go.
All righty.
How's that video editing going, Mason?
I can't hear anybody.
Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Test 1, 2, 3. Can you hear us now? All right, so
Guys, I
you're.
can't see the chat. I'm sitting here. I'm editing and shit. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we got a bunch in here. TC's in here. We got Eileen in here. We got Hot Sauce Junkie, Kel Williams,
Hot Sauce Junkie, how's it going?
Up real quick.
Sandy K, High Velocity Savage, Fred Knott, Twin Cities Outdoors. Twin Cities is watching or telling us he's been fishing and catching them on the Cincos. Making me wish I was out there fishing.
Yeah, I'll bounce in and out of the chat, but I'm gonna get this frickin' thing edited, man. It's been a pain in my butt for too long.
Hey, I just recorded a video and it took me about 30 minutes to edit it. So what's up with that?
Man, I'm on a block. I don't know. I think that show really kicked my butt. Is really what it was.
Oh, the one we were discussing the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can. This on my phone.
There we go.
In the words of Ed Bassmaster. Hey, got Scott Fisher in here tonight. If you guys don't know Scott, he's the one that I've been working with. Man, the guy's got all kinds of stuff about the concepts I've been telling you about, the tags, the titles, and descriptions and things like that. So if you need some help with that, go check it out. Definitely got some dynamic information that will really help you. And we were talking yesterday about, or last night, about the hashtags on your videos. And one of the things I wanted to point out, you got to be a little more selective in it. If you put like hashtag camping, you realize in YouTube it doesn't work the same way as it does within like Twitter and Instagram.
Right.
Within YouTube, it's kind of a recognition, but it doesn't work both ways. It only works one way. So therefore, if somebody clicks on that hashtag for, say, camping, then it will only go to videos that are related about camping, and the likelihood of your video showing up is virtually nil.
Now we got Simply Shannon in the house. Things are gonna get crazy now.
Yeah, Simply Shannon. Hey, good to see you.
Yeah, Dan, I jumped up like 300 more views on that video. Last night it was at 6,303, and now it's like 6,608. So it's climbing.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I know. High Velocity Savage there has been working with his connections, and you remember I said I had a video that jumped over 1,100 views in like 7 hours, and
Nice.
he's hooking me up. He's got the connections. So
Yeah, definitely.
you guys
Clicked on Scott Fisher's channel and subscribe to that. I'm gonna check him out after this hangout.
Yeah, absolutely. He did a live earlier, and he was showing some of the guys that are on his channel, bringing up their stuff. And I think they had one guy that hit 10,000 subscribers just tonight in his channel, I believe.
Oh wow!
I promise I'm still here, guys. Promise.
All right,
doing this.
Where's John? He was supposed to be in here.
I think John's still on a panel.
Oh, is he? Well, he put his email in the in our chat, our side chat.
I'm trying to get to everybody, guys. I'm editing while I'm doing this.
So, you know, one of the things I like to do is, you know, since I'm hosting the live tonight, we got a panel here. I have Tyler Wood Bushcrafting here. Tyler, say hello. There you go. And I got McCartney Survival. Both these guys have really been cranking out and working on their videos here lately. Tyler just pumped out some weekend camping with the family, and
Yep.
I guess the term is glamping. Is that right?
Glamping, yeah. About 200 pounds worth of stuff I took
thought he was
with me.
taking an RV.
No, I don't think I'll go to that extreme. But no, it's definitely something different than I'm used to. I'm used to just going out with a hammock and a tarp and maybe an MRE, but this time I had just about everything. I had a camping chair out there, which I don't ever use. So it was funny. It was fun.
And we got Chris Dog Outdoors, who just came in. There's another young up-and-coming YouTuber. He just did a really nice video the other day. It's a moto vlog of him out on his four-wheeler. And, yeah, it was pretty good. I'd rank him up, that video up there along the lines of Braden Price and his, moto vlog out riding around on his four-wheelers and motorcycles and whatnot. So it's pretty good.
Nice. We got Beach that he's been talking about doing his giveaway. I don't know if you're still in here, Beach. You want to post that in the comments below. Let everyone know about your giveaway you're gonna be doing.
Oh, for why am I drawing a blank? Help me out here.
His 100 subscriber giveaway, I think it was.
Yeah, it was 100 subscriber, but I'm trying to remember his channel name.
Beach.
That was Beach, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Beach, yeah.
I'll get it here in just a second if I can find one of his posts. We'll see if we can't throw a link out there for him and get him a little help. And he likes to like the videos. There we go.
TC,
nope, that's Badger. TC.
Hey to everybody we didn't say hey to.
All right, where is his?
It's crazy how we have three. I mean, we're all pretty good friends right here, and it's crazy how we have Dan, who's a outdoorsman fisherman. We have McCartney Survival, which is a survivalist, and I, Tyler Wood, as a bushcrafter. And all three of us are kind of totally different in a unique way, but it's crazy how we became such good friends on here.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, it's awesome. YouTube's amazing for that, though. It really
Absolutely.
is.
Beach Bluff Outdoors. That's the one I'm looking for. Is that right?
I'm going to turn it down, guys, but y'all might hear it in the background.
Yep, TC just dropped a link to it in the
All right. Right on. Appreciate that, TC. And you guys, if you haven't checked out TC Bushcraft, got some absolutely amazing videos there about bushcrafting. For his age, I'm just absolutely blown away. I'm 52 years old, and I don't get how he's at the age he is and already knows all this stuff. And
he kills it. He really does.
Yeah, he's. I looked at his video about the tools that he has for bushcrafting. The knives, the saws, and everything, and it just blew my mind away.
Yeah, Twin City Outdoors. That's right. We definitely have an awesome little community we got going on here. It definitely makes for the day to go faster. We all message each other in the group chat, and definitely, like, for me, it helps me, like, at work and stuff, get through the day.
Oh, yeah. I vent too much, so.
Making TC blush. And also, guys, we've got, like I said, we got McCartney Survival in here, who just recently attended an event with the Georgia Bushcrafters. And can you pry away from the editing there for a moment and just give us a little quick synopsis highlight, Andrew?
Yeah, I guess I can do that. Been playing around with my axe too.
Ooh. Oh, doing the runes?
Yeah. I've been trying to figure out what to do them with. So I finally found some good lettering and some good wording and got started on that today too. So
there's Beach Bluff Outdoors.
Nice. Thinking about making mine into like a ruler, or maybe like a tape measure or something like that, and do markings on one side up. It comes in pretty handy.
Yeah, doing them. What was it? Green Man was talking about was doing them in different color glow in the dark ink.
Oh
So
yeah,
if you
for
can see
sure.
'em. But it worked out pretty good. It also makes a nice little handle. Like it just does. It puts more grip to it. Like I just kind of carved it out. Like it's not perfect at all. But just kind of carved it along the edge there.
Hey
Where it's,
Mason, Eileen Velux, the fam, asked how the beer was the other night.
my computer just died, so I can't see the
What was
chat.
that, Dan?
Eileen Velux, the fam, just asked how the beer was that Mason had the other night that came from the package.
Oh, that beer was awesome. I don't even drink IPAs, and I like that one.
There you go. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Oh, Chris Dog, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
It's, honestly, guys,
I appreciate that, Beach Bluff.
Walmart.
If you guys don't mind, hit that thumbs up and share it out. Let's get some more people in here. You know,
I got you.
this is like I said, it's a family channel. We all treat each other equally, no matter what walk of life we come from. So, and we got Fishing with Grizzly Whiskers. Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Oh man.
Hey, Grizzly Whiskers, are you up for maybe joining us here on the panel? And we got E-Waste Mike in the house. There's he does a lot of work with scrapping down computer components and everything. And I go in and catch his lives, and oh man, it's just phenomenal what he's doing. Some good stuff there. You guys gotta go check him out.
Grizzly said he's down.
All right, let me send him the link. It's gonna be coming in your email. There you go. It's on its way. And I guess John hasn't made it yet.
I shared it out, Dan. I shared it out.
Hey, appreciate it. But yeah, so one of the things I wanted to kind of get with you guys on and talk to you about is, we talk about how we come from different, we're outdoorsy, but we come from adventurous, we're survivalists, bushcrafters. I'm hunting, fishing, and there we go. We got Grizzly Whiskers that just came in, who's another outdoorsman, fisherman. He's got some great videos. He also had a great video of following a monster car the other day. So if you guys get a chance, check out Grizzly Whiskers. But
yeah, that car just I couldn't understand it. I'm like I had to chase it. I did not understand that car.
Yeah, I've got a picture somewhere in my archives of somebody that took a Jaguar and basically jacked it up like a monster truck. It had 48-inch Monster Mutter tires on it, and it was
we had one for the longest time out here that would go out to the beach, out to the coast. It was a full Corvette Stingray. It was on what, big old monster mud tires, and they would take it out to the beach and run the dunes with it. I cried because the poor thing needed to be put back together the way it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be on mud tires.
Nice. Christian B's in the house.
Hey,
Yep.
Kristen B,
How's it
how's it
going?
going?
Yeah, definitely. It looks like everybody's doing good, getting to know each other in the channel. But like I said, we come from different walks of life. And in mine, I said I'm an outdoors channel, and I didn't think about the survivalists or the bushcrafting or any of that kind of stuff. So, I fish, I hunt, I get out, do hikes, things like that. And then when I came across you guys, you introduced me to a whole new world of things that I just never had exposure to. So we get to to understand and know what other people do. So, you know, I see Mason's taking a moment to step away from his editing here. So you're a
Hey, Herbert,
survivor.
the reason we get along so well is we're all knuckleheads.
Absolutely. That's right. But Mason, you want to take a moment and you know, tell me about what you know, your idea, or you know, you're a survivalist, so you're obviously differentiated. And what is a survivalist, so in your terms?
Oh man, being me, my turn. Yeah. Okay.
You're up.
Oh,
Raise your
man.
hand if you want to speak.
Woo. Okay. Man, I was gonna go to bed, guys. Y'all still got me up.
Yeah. Listen to you.
Yeah. I really was.
Hey,
I don't
well,
know. Honestly, guys, I feel like it all ties itself in together. You know, bushcrafting, you're kind of pulling stuff from the land, making stuff, learning new things every day, and you're basically doing the same survival wise. Bushcrafting, you're kind of just closer to a homesteading type of deal, where you're learning more techniques to be more permanent. You know, survivalist, you're just kind of out there trying to survive until you get to where you're going, or get out of the situation you're in. So I feel like it all kind of ties in together in the end. I really do. I'm trying to read the chat too.
so that would be, you know, in my terms of outdoors, and you know, I'd certainly like to try the things that you do, but as far as a survivalist scenario, you're talking about where you might be on a trip somewhere. Let's say you're, you know, on a tour bus or something like that. It rolls over off the side of a hill or something, and now you're out in the middle of nowhere, and you know, you got to use your knowledge and skills to, you know, first establish your basics, your essentials, and then how to get to a point of rescue, or something along that lines. Is that what I understand?
Exactly. Yeah. You want to. It's all about, you know, exactly how you said it. That was perfectly explained. You want to be able to have the skills to do more with less, but you're also trying to get into, you know, back into a situation where you're fine, you're back around the people you need to be around, and out of the woods, and out of being lost, or whatever the case may be. It happens a lot with in the wintertime, going up in Colorado. Colorado's a big one. Wyoming's a big one. People are driving around and get stuck get stuck wherever they're at with their cars, and then feel like they're just stuck. Well, this kind of is more of like out of the box thinking type of stuff. It makes it really hard to do videos too, because I want to do a whole survival situation, but I also don't want to intentionally stick myself in the survival situation. So it makes things a little bit different.
Yeah, and you know, I see a lot of your videos where you demonstrate, you know, portions of things that you do, building fires and whatnot, and you know, those are obviously things that you can do right there from your back porch. You know, there's no reason that you always have to be in the remotest, and you know, maybe in a, you know, semi life-threatening situation to demonstrate things that you will need to use in that particular circumstance.
Exactly. You want to practice. You don't want to go out to a remote area that you know nothing about, guys. You want to stick with the environment you're in, because that's more than likely about where you're going to be when you get stuck, you know, if you were to get stuck. and it's not skills you have to go out into the woods and practice. It's really not. So, you know, I don't feel the need to run off every time. Plus, I got all the kids, and I can't run off every time. Makes it pretty easy to do some videos on the how-tos anyway.
Hey Mason, Kristen B said that she taught you everything you know. So
exactly, yeah. Once you practice them where you're at in more of a safer environment, and then you're confident with all your skills, go out into the woods, do all the things you would do, and see what the difference is. See how much harder it is trying to find the stuff not on your back porch and everything else like that. Which is what I do.
Hey, hook 'em and book 'em. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there, but
oh, you're good, buddy.
yeah, we got hook 'em and book 'em in the house. Appreciate you coming by. And also, so, you know, we talked about you do things in a sense of the things that you have to do to survive and get yourself to a rescue point type thing. Now,
right, you're
Tyler, who's a bushcrafter, he uses his skills, and
well, if you can call him that.
Yeah. So,
I still ain't seen him use a butter knife yet, so we're not accomplished here.
yeah.
there we go.
So Tyler, we're gonna put you in the hot seat here now, and can you give us a little rundown about bushcrafting and maybe a little differentiation from the survival?
Yeah, so like for Mason's aspect, like on the whole surviving thing, like he's spot on with the survival and the bushcraft. When it comes to the survival aspect, you want to keep moving and get to your safe space. When bushcrafting, I mean, it's pretty much you have a few tools. You're in the middle of the woods and you have to use those tools to stay out there as long as you can. Like you don't want to just like pack up and move to different spots. When it comes to bushcrafting, you want to get like basically like a homestead. You want to make your own little spot and try to stay out there as long as possible. And it's awesome. I love it. I love doing like natural cordage, building like this weekend I built a greenhouse smoker using green branches and using the bark as cordage, and it's awesome. It's awesome the stuff that you can do that not a lot of people think about when it comes to like the bow drill and stuff. I've been practicing the bow drill. It takes a lot of time, a lot of patience, which that's one thing I'm really bad at is having patience. So it's something. But
hey,
when it comes to bushcraft,
I don't know if you saw it, but Bossy had a question there.
What's that?
I said I don't know if you saw it in the chat, but Bossy had a question there.
Let me see. What was it?
It says, "Are you prepping to do the thing? Thinking that there's going to be another World War II? World War, not two. World War. I'm in one of those conspiracy groups, and some stuff they put out there are insane and scary, and some stuff actually makes sense."
Yeah. I have a few supplies. I have a few supplies stacked up, but that's the thing. Like when it comes to like you get your bushcrafters, your survivals, and you have your preppers. Like we're all pretty much in it for the same thing. Like we want to survive and stuff. But when it comes down to like prepping and stuff, let's say you're at work or you're on vacation, and something happens. How are you gonna get to that supplies? How are you gonna get to your weapons, your food, your water, your shelter? Like that's a big thing when it comes to prepping. Is like a lot of people think, oh, I have 3 years worth of food to survive and 3 years worth of water to survive. So that's all fine and dandy until you can't make it there. So it's good to know different traits when it comes to prepping, surviving, and bushcrafting. Like if you can put prepping, survival, and bushcrafting all in and really hone in on those skills, you have a better chance of surviving for whatever happens. But I'm definitely in the whole conspiracy stuff too. So I don't want to get you guys started on any of that.
My co-host has decided to join me.
Oh, there we go.
There
So-
he goes.
So we also got Fishing with Grizzly Whiskers here, and his outdoors includes fishing, and so he brings the skills of a fisherman to the table.
Oh, most definitely.
So you've been out doing some fishing here lately.
Mainly just bluegill. It's the bigger fish I haven't been able to get on. I've been trying for the catfish, but it's been too hot. The catfish just don't want to. They don't want to bite right now. They're not being very aggressive. They're on bottom, just kind of laying still. I've gotten a few bass, but mostly the bluegill and the crappie are just everywhere. They're like they're a dime a dozen. You can scoop them up with a net. There's so many out there.
Yeah.
It's spawning season for them, so they're just. I mean, you get them from the size of a nickel to up to 2 pounds. I mean, they're doggone things. They just don't stop. Whatever you throw, they bite.
Yeah.
Now I see you had a recent activity that you performed. If anybody hasn't gotten to see the video, you're seeing the end results here. You want to tell us a little bit about what you did?
Oh yeah, I didn't know. I kind of I don't know. It just kind of disappeared.
Like I said, my dad used to always say he hammered his in and bit him off, but it looks like you pulled so hard and when you cut it that it disappeared off the top.
Yeah, no, it all flew south. It's they're gone. They're migrating south to the bottom. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see you kept the grizzly whiskers part of it.
Yeah, of course.
And,
Yeah, you left some gray in here. I don't know if you know that.
did I
Yeah, the
see-
gray stays. It doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, there he is. Premier Hell just came in. Guys,
Where you going, Amir?
That's-
How you doing?
that is my nemesis for the USA Wheel of Misfortune there. He actually got on the wheel today, and so he got some numbers rolling. But yeah, it's good to see you there, Premier Hell. Anybody got any specific questions that they want to ask about the, from our bushcrafters or our survivalists or our fishermen? You got 2 fishermen in here, so you kind of got the bushcrafter survivalist team, and then you got the fishermen. I'd almost say,
Kristen B, how are you?
How's it going, Kristen B?
oh, hey,
Apparently,
Kristen.
silver is really low at the moment due to the government purchasing as much as possible throughout the world. Oh, sorry, I'm just reading the some of the chat here.
Oh, from Bossy there.
Monty was talking
Yeah.
earlier in the chat talking about was it a good idea to buy silver? Absolutely. Gold and silver is also like a nice little nest egg to have,
Yeah, definitely nice to have it. But I think, honestly, in my opinion, if it comes down to a situation of just all-out catastrophe, and you have to utilize your survival skills, your bushcrafting skills, and things like that, a hunk of silver or a hunk of gold is not going to be as valuable as a skill or like ammunition or a skill of being able to build something that what do I need with a piece of metal when I need food? So I could trade my fishing skills where I get food or something, but maybe I need some kind of a bushcraft basket or something for carrying things around. So I'd come to a bushcrafter and say, hey, I'll trade you some fish for a basket. Voila.
Yeah, there you go.
Enlightened Skywatcher asked, has any ever been sewer fishing? Not out here. Our sewers go through a plant, so they don't go run straight through to the water system. So I'm afraid of what I catch out here.
I actually have the we actually have a sewer that runs to the straight into the creeks and the rivers and stuff. So it's pretty neat. You can actually catch some bass and brim and stuff in there.
How's it going? It's me. Seen it's me jumping.
I wasn't on. It's me. I hadn't been on tonight.
He's going on after this.
No, I'm
See,
not.
Don't let him.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, he'll be
there's-
on most of the night, just like normal.
Yeah. I
Hey,
would
there's
work around 4 in the morning and he's still on.
yes, I see.
We're gonna start
it's me
calling it
made
until dawn with McCartney's the survival.
Y'all just jealous. Y'all just jealous. Y'all can't go that long. Come on now.
Oh
McCartney live.
Yeah, maybe we'll give it.
no,
some
I
kind
just
of
don't
name.
choose to. That's the problem.
Yeah,
I'm not
maybe
sure
we'll
I don't
give it.
waste all that extra energy. I could do it, but I ain't gonna do that. There ain't no time for that.
Yeah, maybe we'll give it some kind of red dawn rising, which kind of implies the from the movie, but yet McCarthy's all night.
Yeah, we'll get them painted up in nice, pretty colors and have him yell Wolverines from the top of the roof.
There you go.
Oh, Badger was asking what he's trying to get into.
Oh, is he on the messenger? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, what am I trying to get into? Let me tell him I'm live.
You never know what you get into when you come in here anymore.
This is true, and that's why I like this group.
This sucker will
not
derail
much-
at any moment.
Y'all can't go long, right?
I'm trying to keep up with the chat too here, so like I said, we've been getting some good questions.
I've given up on.
I'm going with the chat so I could read, get caught up on everyone.
Oh yeah, appreciate that. And guys, like I said, we got people from all different walks of life, and one of them I want to give a point out to here is Premier Hal, and he and the guys knows his stuff. He knows his stuff around the OBS software, and if you want to catch a live with him and see what he has done with it, I definitely got to go get some more tips from the guy. He's the one that helped talk me through how to get this up and running and make it look clean. I'd still like to do a little bit more with it, but it's great to have the panel up here. Everybody can see, who's here. I know we had some problems with it my first go around with it, but looks to be working pretty good.
Yeah, I still can't figure it out.
Yep. No. I
And
use my phone, so I give up.
is Fred still in here? Oh, we got TC. And TC, if you can get the keep the watch there going, I'd appreciate that.
Dan, what are you up to for subscriber count now?
I'm somewhere around 830, so I'm working on my 1K to try to get to. I'd like to get it before the end of the month and get the ability to stream live, because I want to be able to stream when I move on the road. Kind of give a hey, I'm leaving Arkansas. Hey, I'm on my way to what's above me, Missouri, and then across to Illinois. So yeah.
Or if you're going that far, you might as well stop in Iowa. Up Missouri.
Hey, none of y'all want to come down here and see me where it's nice and warm. I see how it is.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, we see how it is. We're okay over here.
Yeah.
I'm kind of afraid of Iowa up there. I hear they got some vicious raccoons.
Oh, don't even go there.
Well,
And,
Tyler's
Yeah,
proof. Look, you're looking at one.
I know. I hear the arms.
and I hear
the
those.
arms.
That
Tyler, how's
raccoon's a
that?
knife.
Yeah, the raccoons are thieves too.
Yeah.
They steal some of your best gear.
I don't know. They're pretty sneaky.
Ain't that
and stuff.
Yeah, they're easy distracted. They like shiny things.
Oh
Me and
man,
Jordan are
I'm getting rated by Island Life.
There you
Island
go.
Life Fishing.
Nice.
Oh man.
Sweet.
How about that? We got Andrew Fishman. We got Abby. Appreciate you guys coming in. We got Big Bones YT. Welcome. Come on
Good
in.
going, man. Good going.
As you can see back behind me there, I got plenty of room. There's lots of seating. So just come on in, grab a seat, and get to know everybody.
Drink all this beer while you're at it.
And Colonel Sanders is throwing out the free chicken for everybody.
Nice.
And we still got Eileen in here. We got Help Animal Live. Appreciate you coming in. Come on in, grab a seat, get to know everybody. We were sitting here talking with on my panel. I have Tyler Wood Bushcrafting, McCartney
Hey,
Survival,
Yeah, Lady T, we're all on.
and
Lady T's in the house.
Fishing with Grizzly Whiskers, and Lady T. I wonder if did I still
She
have
owes me
her
some
email?
peanut butter butter.
Lady T, would you like to join us up here on the panel?
Shauna's in here too. Look at that. Lady T, Shauna, everybody's popping in tonight, guys.
Yep, they're all just popping up out of nowhere. Where they go?
Me and her got good today.
I am
It's
up.
Island Life. They're coming from Island Life. They're all over there.
Yeah,
Oh.
there he is. Island Life Fishing in the house. Hey, buddy,
There he
I
is. What's up,
appreciate
brother?
you guys
What's up,
coming
Island
by. If you guys don't have Island Life Fishing, you guys got to go check him out. I mean,
Yeah, you're missing out. He's got a great channel.
he is absolutely amazing. The other day, he was cooking out in the back yard there with a swimming pool and the kids around. And what was
Out
he
there
cooking
catching
up?
those monster tarpon.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys got to check him out. He's absolutely awesome. And you know, he's one of those guys that, you know, if you came down to his area, look him up. I mean, you know, he'll get you out there fishing. Good
Lady T
times.
said so good.
Let's see, we got Tater Delicious.
Interesting.
Fishing hole getting crowded. Oh no. Oh no.
Never. No, it's a big lake.
There's nothing like getting crowded in here, man. We got plenty of room.
We got bushcrafters in here. We'll have them start digging bigger holes and just make you to get your fishing spot.
There you go. There you go. Appreciate everybody coming in. Oh, looky there. We got Bait the Hook. I appreciate you coming on in. Come on in, grab a seat. Looks like we're up to, I'm showing 26 watching now and 30 thumbs up. That's awesome. I don't know if I can, it's probably going to be a while before I top my best. I think one of my best was when I got rated by B&O, and it was like my second live. My first live was just a test, and my second live, it was like a secondary test, and I only anticipated maybe 5 or 6 people, and I think I jumped up to 90 people in the room all at once.
Dang.
And I had my Nightbot on. You know, of course, I was playing with Nightbot, trying to see how well it worked for bad words and things like that. And, you know, of course, the dreaded S word, I had it.
No, not the S word.
And, I mean, oh, my God, I was, you know, anybody that typed over 3 emojis or said the S word, and it was like, next thing I know, I went from like 90 people down to 20 because everybody was getting timed out.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So definitely something you don't want to mess with.
Hey, Tyler, I like the green circle better. Put it back.
Oh, you're funny. I like that long beard you had, but
I know.
you should
Ooh.
It's all right. It don't bother me.
make one longer.
He's just afraid that his isn't going to get any longer. It's gone terminal.
It's in limp mode
Oh,
right
I know
now.
mine's not gonna get any longer, so we're.
Oh,
we're
no.
good.
We ain't got to worry about yours, Mason. It's not going anywhere.
Okay, guys, I'm
I
inviting.
think I'm going to do a pocket live tomorrow. Since Christian was giving me so much crap about it.
Okay, Lady T, I sent you the invite there if you want to come on in. And R5 Adventures, I appreciate you coming by. It's absolutely awesome.
R5, how's
Always
it going?
a pleasure to see you. And I just sent an invite, guys, to get Lady T in here, and maybe
There
we
you
can
go.
give her perspective.
Open the door, get some new faces in here.
Yeah, absolutely. And Colonel Sanders is still throwing out the free chicken there. Appreciate that, so nobody goes hungry.
I'll take a chicken little with the mail.
I sent that link to your email address there, Lady T, and that was the Hotmail email. And we still got TC here. I don't know why he was scared to come up on the panel, but of course, I know he's also operating off of his phone. How that guy, posts his videos and everything when he's operating off of a hotspot is just absolutely amazing. But he puts out amazing content, and it's just awesome.
That's what I run everything on. I run my laptop, everything off my hotspot.
I'm on my phone.
Lady T, I'm going to try to send that to you again.
I got to go check something. I'll be back.
TC's in the camper with his family right now. He's doing his,
that would explain it.
Okay, just send it again, Lady T.
You guys
And
put a mess in here? What are you guys doing?
Camo Cowboy's in here, folks. And like I said, we got Tater Delicious in here.
Soon, guys.
Tater Delicious. I don't think I have Tater Delicious. I'm going to have to pull his channel up.
Rebel Jack.
And there's Rebel Jack. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, Lady T, that is the email that I sent that to. You just sent me an email, and that was the one I sent out of Hangouts to you. Did you get that one? Yeah, so we got Colonel Sanders there passing out all the chicken, and we got Premier Hell handing out drinks, making sure nobody goes hungry or thirsty.
Got Tater.
Yeah.
What else? He says he's glamping. Yeah, I know all about that.
Yeah.
Who's glimping?
TC
is.
He's out there with his parents.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, he's in the camper with his family right now.
Oh, so he's fair weather camping right now. A city slicker camping.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do a pocket live because they simply Shannon and Kristen B were giving me crap about it. They didn't know what a pocket live was.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
How can I work with both my hands if I have my phone in my hand? So
Absolutely.
that's what a pocket live's about. Put the live on, throw it in your pocket, leave the camera up just a little bit to record the action. That's a pocket live.
Okay, Lady T, I'm gonna try to send it to you outside of the Hangouts and see if it gets to you.
She said Pocket Lives don't work. We'll see about that. Shauna, I don't know what a Pocket Live is either. You guys never heard of a Pocket Live? Am I the only one that knows a Pocket Live, or did I invent it?
I think you
I'm gonna
just.
sit here
Probably.
I
I think I'm gonna leave that one alone.
think you made up something in your head and called it a thing.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Hey, is that something you came up with your couch?
Yeah.
I can't take y'all
Don't get me
anywhere.
going on that.
Shoot, they don't let me out. What are you talking about? Take me out anywhere? Shoot, they lock me away. Put the doggone lock on the cage and don't dare touch it.
Okay, Lady T, I just sent you the link. I did it outside. Oh, there she is.
Got it.
Fred says Pocket Lives matter. There you go.
Okay, folks, if you aren't familiar, this is Lady T.
Hello.
Another amazing channel is Lady T Survival. If you guys haven't checked her out, I'm sure she'd appreciate you guys stopping in.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can hear you.
Awesome.
You got my peanut butter fudge? Cut to the face right now. Do you or do you not have my peanut butter fudge?
Right off the bat, look at Tyler. Bam,
there
he's
it
out the
is.
door.
Hey,
It's like
Shauna.
a racehorse. Kick the gate open.
Okay, let me get
Hey, I
my.
want that fudge.
Hey, guys.
What's up?
Okay.
You there?
Hello.
Okay. I just want to say hi to everybody that I didn't say hi to when I first came in. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
You got my fudge?
So I wanted to ask you, Lady T, we had we were talking earlier with Mason at McCartney Survival. He's in
And there
the
she goes.
survival aspect. And then I was also talking with Tyler. He's into the bushcrafting. Oh, we lost her.
Yeah, she took off.
Maybe she'll back.
Maybe she'll come back.
All crap.
Yeah, Lady T, you can use that same link again.
Tyler, you wouldn't run her
Back
off. You
in.
had to attack her for the fudge. What the heck?
Hey,
Y'all got me.
you don't need to
all
talk about
over
peanut butter fudge and not send me some.
Okay, all right. I think I got it. I had some lag.
Oh, there we go.
Ah, there she's back.
I had lag big time.
Lady T, you know what I don't have?
Oh, here he comes. Good Lord.
Uh-oh.
Someone mute him.
Peanut butter fudge.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
You know it. I ain't gonna stop till I get some.
Can't take him anywhere.
Sound like my parents.
Hey, Kristen.
Tyler scared her. Tyler scares everybody, Kristen. It's okay.
I've got about a 10-second delay
I
from when I
do.
speak
I don't know what it
to
is.
when I can hear it on my computer.
Hey, Mason, you need to build him a muzzle.
Yeah,
That's the next
Lady,
project.
Lady T, there is a lag on
I'm just
the actual video.
yeah, I'm having a little bit of the same, but I'll just build him a giant
Yeah,
cricket
yeah.
trap and stick him in it. It can be like a sideshow attraction or something.
I got a choker, Grizzly. Will that work?
Maybe this will help.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
You said
What's up?
maybe this will help. I'm expecting you to hold up some
Well,
goodies.
okay, I can't hear myself now, but all right, let's try this again. God damn it.
All right, so while we're waiting on that, where is everyone from? Everyone post in the comments down below where you're from. I'm curious.
You know, curiosity killed the cat.
There.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even know we had 4 people
Okay, I'll
in here.
go first. I am in El Paso, Texas.
El Paso.
I'm in Bakersfield, California.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I am in Fort Smith, Arkansas, soon to be in Morton, Illinois. Look at there, we got Camo Cowboy from Saskatchewan, Canada. That is awesome.
Yep.
Oh, I think I know what the problem is.
You got the fudge stuck in your phone there?
No, no, there's a delay from when I talk into here that it comes out through YouTube. So
Yes.
what I've done is I've
Mute the YouTube.
muted. Yeah, that's what I had to do because it was messing me up. That
Yeah,
was the whole problem.
yeah, that'll get you every time.
Okay.
So
We got
anyway,
this shit going on now. Oh, sorry.
so I wanted to come back to you here, Linda, and like I said, we were talking about the different forms of like the outdoor people. So we got survivalists, we got bushcrafters. You know, I'm outdoorsman, fishing, hunting. Same for fishing with grizzly whiskers. There, you're a survivalist. So can you tell us a little bit about what your you know, some of the things you do and what survival, you know, being a survivalist is to you over being a bushcrafter or say a prepper?
You talking to me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I thought you were talking to one of the other guys. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm more of a prepper. Okay. I am a big proponent of prepping food and stores and having that stuff put back. But on the other hand, there's a lot of times if a shit hits the fan situation that you're not going to be able to stay home. So therefore you need to be learning how to be a survivalist. You need to learn the bushcraft. You need to learn how to start fires and build shelters and do everything that you got to do in order to enact your survival in an SHTF situation, which is what I've been working on lately.
Oh, that's awesome. And Shauna, I appreciate that. She says I'm an awesome interviewer. But no, you know, I want people to be aware of some of the differences so that there isn't a confusion that, you know, like a survivalist is on the same level as a prepper, or, you know, an outdoorsman's on the same level as a bushcrafter or even a survivalist. You know, they're all different walks of life, but
Well, I think they're all interrelated.
they are, and we can all definitely learn things from each other, and that's, I think, why a lot of us are doing the YouTube channel, so we can show our skills to other people for them to learn.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
If I had a car, I'd be able to get out and do more bushcrafting. But
Well, you're relocating, aren't you?
yeah, we're moving back to Oklahoma in about 6 months.
There you go.
My son's
There you go.
my son's in the Army, and he's going to use his VA loan to buy a homestead out there, and I'm going to help him set it up. So
Oh, nice. Right on.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Plenty of spots in Oklahoma to do it.
It's a shame I'm moving
you know
to
why it's so
Illinois.
windy in Oklahoma?
Oh
Because
no,
Kansas sucks
I was
and
stationed in
Texas
Oklahoma
blows.
for a while though.
Yeah,
There's nothing there.
that's a shame that I'm moving to Illinois, because I would have been able to get over there to Oklahoma and check out. You said you're going to be growing bamboo, is that right?
Thinking about it, yeah, it depends on the property that we get. If he doesn't get a big enough VA loan to get a big enough piece of property, then that one's going down the crapper. But if he wants a 50-acre place, he's been looking at it. If he does, 20 acres in bamboo is enough to retire him. Once it starts growing in like 8-10 years, it should start producing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Bamboo's
Yep.
awesome, guys. You can do so much with it. You really can.
Actually, what I need to do is thank you, Mac, because you're the one that really got me thinking about it, and then I started researching it. And
Yeah, you can make some money off of it. You can make money, tools, shelters, especially if you're doing a homesteading. It's
Attack it with a butter knife.
well, I was looking at the Moso bamboo, which is what they use for the timber industry, and according to this one place, they say that you can make anywhere from between $25,000 and $35,000 per year per acre.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
It's very wanted stuff, guys. Bamboo is insane. And it'll take everything over if you're not careful too. So
well, the type I'm looking at is a clumping bamboo, which shouldn't spread like the running bamboos.
oh, okay. Cool. Cool.
See, I
that'll
have
be
been
cool.
studying.
There you go.
I study
Well-
every day, all day long. I watch videos on stuff I don't know how to do. Okay. And I rewatch videos of stuff that I thought I knew how to do, but maybe forgot. Okay. Since I don't have a car, that's all I can do right now is just study and learn and watch. So,
Pretty good way to do it, for sure.
Yeah, John says he's going to come in soon. I did send him the link in the email, so should be in here in a little bit.
the type of bamboo,
Go ahead,
type-
Lady T.
okay, the type of bamboo I'm looking at will grow in zones 6 and south, and I'm in zone 7, so shouldn't be an issue with farmers
There you go.
struggling ever. I was actually replying to Tater Delicious.
Aha.
Okay.
Bamboo makes great fishing poles.
Well,
It
the
makes
kind,
great
I'm going to
everything.
grow is probably as big around as your calf. It's very large bamboo. It wouldn't work for that.
Yeah. Well, you can also strip them
That's
down.
gonna
They
have
strip
water.
them down into pieces and then mold them together.
Through that.
Yeah.
I'm also
It
looking
should
at
have
maybe
the water.
sugar cane.
Water in the shoots of it too.
Yeah,
theory.
around here, I've seen some of the smaller one that's like maybe big around as your pinky, but beyond that, I haven't seen anything big enough to even mess with.
Yeah. Bamboo's really got it going on, guys. It really does. So,
Yeah, I got to get
Yeah,
back.
it's very
into-
versatile.
And Mason, I see your video pop up every now and then, but I don't hear your sound. You still
Mine?
with us? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Let's see if. Oh, let me see if I can do this here.
just the clothing industry, bamboo is insane.
I plug in my external mic and it takes all the sound off.
Hi, Susie.
And
I can't.
Shauna says that the bamboo makes beautiful living room couches and lasts forever.
It does. Yeah, bamboo, guys. I said it in my last video, and man, bamboo is just. I'm gonna do a whole shelter out of it. I think.
Yeah. There's over 1,000 different varieties of bamboo. So,
Oh yeah, yeah. It's insane. There's so much to do with it. There's so many types to do different things with. The versatility of it's insane, and growing it on a homestead is definitely a good way to go. Just because you can use it for so much different stuff, you know.
before it's planted, I'll be having a buyer lined up. That's for damn sure. I'm not going to go to all that trouble and grow it and then not be able to sell it.
Yeah.
And we just had Susie, looks like T06, join us. Appreciate you coming by. Come on in. Got plenty of room.
Yeah, we have a lot of in the comment center talking about farmers, and we've had a lot of issues with the rain and stuff up here in the fields. It's been pretty bad.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know
But
if
the
it's
price
been
of
as
gas
bad
goes
as here.
Good why.
here where I'm at, you know, we have the Arkansas River Valley and everything
Oh,
that
good night,
comes
TC.
from
You
everything.
have a good night, hon.
Oh yeah, hey TC,
Oh,
appreciate
yeah.
you coming by. Good, always good to see you, and we'll get you up on here next time, even though you say you only have a few minutes. So.
Kristen says she has an earache. I wonder why.
Take care, TC.
Might be from your earphones, Kristen. Mine makes my right ear hurt sometimes. I have to take it and only use it on one ear.
You know what I'm talking about, Dan.
Yeah. There's a little more to the story, Lady T. So
Yeah. Hey, Sean, I used to have 25 head of horses for sale all the time. My dad was a horse trader, and when I was in Oklahoma, I used to buy and sell horses all the time. I had a pasture full of big, fat, shiny, nice horses. And then the horse market crashed.
Awesome for boar hunting.
What was that about boar hunting?
Oh, Oklahoma, it's really good to go boar hunting in.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys want to hear a story?
Sure. Let her
Okay.
rip.
Sure.
Definitely.
Have at it.
We over there by Dibble, Oklahoma. This guy used to raise.
No, wait a minute. There's a town called
Back up.
Dibble.
Yes. Okay. Let's move past that. Anyway, there was a guy that used to raise. He used to have like bears and cougars and different large predator animals. It was kind of I don't know. It was his thing. He kept them in big pens. Anyway, the government was going to shut him down and put all the animals to sleep, and the guy got mad and turned them all loose. Okay. So, yeah. Right. So we had African lions, all right, cougars, bears, all that shit was running loose over there by Dibble, Oklahoma. And they had not been able to find all of them. So me and all my friends, being the real brainiacs that we were, we decided, let's get on horseback and go find them. All right. So we get on horseback and we're riding through these woods and valleys and ditches and all this kind of shit. Anyway, we found a chain link fence that had government chain link signs all over saying don't enter government property, blah, blah, blah. And there was a very, very heavily traveled trail on the other side of the fence, right? And we found bear tracks, right? So this, I'm getting to the hog part, all right? So we smelled something kind of nasty a time or two, and you know how bears can stink sometimes. But we never did see anything, so we decided, screw it, we're going to just go horseback riding. And there's like 5 of us. And I'm riding this gray mare, and she's a good mare, but anyway, we're riding down the road at this point. We come out of the woods and went down the road, and off to the right, we see a whole herd of cows in probably about a 500-acre pasture, right? Huge. It was big and open. And in amongst all of those cattle, there was a herd of Russian boar cross wild hogs. So we had not been able to catch any African lions, right? So we said, there is no, you didn't need, it's an invasive species, so it's not like, you know, you have to have a permit to hunt them. So we all get off our horses, tie our horses up to out there by the road, and we kind of circle around, and this is big open pasture, right? There's 2 trees, maybe 3. I don't know. Anyway, so we get out there and the cows move to the left and the hogs move to the right. Perfect, right? You think it would be great? So we all draw down, and I have a Marlin lever action 357 rifle, and I'm accurate. And the horseshoer, Chuck, he shoots the big boar first, right? Well, I barrel down on this big sow, and I shoot her, and I hit her right behind the right front shoulder, right in the rib cage, right where you should shoot him. Well, she charges me, right? And she's running at me kind of like that buffalo from that one movie, you know, Dances with Wolves, right? and there ain't no place to hide. Let's get this big pissed off hog coming after my ass, right? And I'm shooting at her, and right now I'm rattled, right? So I'm missing. So Chuck hits her, and I swear it was 10 foot away. She drops, right? And she's squealing. And I walked over there with my rifle, and it was empty by that point. So I pulled out my 357 pistol. It was a revolver, and I shot her 3 times in the head to shut her up. And none of those bullets penetrated her skull. He had to walk over to 44. So if you guys, my moral of the story, if you're going to hunt hog, you better have a big enough caliber, because I guarantee you that 357 wasn't tough enough.
I like to spear hunt them.
Oh, and then to top it all off, my horse pulls back and runs down the fucking road because of the shooting. She leaves, and so I have to get on somebody else's horse to go chase her down. Found her about 3 miles away. A cop had her. They'd found her.
God.
Hey guys, just wanted to point out that Taiwando pad just came in for everybody else around. Taiwando pad is our friend from South Africa, so if you could just give him a shout out. And looky there, we got Badger.
Hello.
Does Bushcraft in here as well.
Badger, how's it going, buddy?
And we just had John join the panel. Hey John, how's it going?
Fair. Just understand though, I'm a mobile, so if I try to use the camera, I can't view the chat, so.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't need to look at the chat. They're going to say what they say about you, irregardless. How's it going? There he is.
Fair.
I have a whole entire story.
Sort of hunting.
I didn't hear anything about bringing my fudge.
For any sort of hunting,
He wants his fudge.
as a backup, always carry one of these things.
Got a black screen there. What's going on?
So did you like my hog hunting story?
Most definitely.
I haven't been
Lady
hog
T, no one can tell a story like you. I'll put it that way.
Okay. My screen black still, or I fix it.
I got a story for you guys here. Okay,
Oh,
this
here we go.
is a hunting story. Okay,
Oh,
so
God.
so there was these 3 hunters, and they just they'd hunted just about everything there is in the world to hunt, and they heard about this this bird that had been hunted by these tribesmen, but it was eventually ruled a what do I want to call it, a sacred bird, because things happened to people when they hunted this bird. And so because it was such a rare item, they decided that they should go hunt for it themselves and see if they could get one, because they've gotten everything else. And so they travel, to the far reaches of the world to be able to hunt this bird. And this bird is called a foo. And so they find the local tribe that can tell them about the bird, and where they are, where they may be able to find them. Nice hat, Tyler.
Where's my hat?
Like Macho Man Randy Savage.
So anyway, they start going out with the guides to hunt these birds, but the guide said, there's one important thing to remember. If the bird craps on you, don't wipe it off, or you will die. And the guys are like, this is just local superstition. Nobody believes that stuff. So anyway, they're out there hunting, and they hear this god awful sound. Here comes something up above them, and it seems like it's maybe some kind of bird. They could tell it was flying in at them. And so they, what's that? And of course, all the guides from the tribe are, foo, 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 foo. And you could tell they were scared, and they're kind of getting up under the trees and everything. And next thing you know, one of the guys, just splat right down his shoulder. And he looks down, it's like bird crap, and he's just like, oh man, and he goes to wiping it off, and man, he kills over dead instantly. And of course, the guides from the tribe are just like, oh, foo, 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 and probably half of them turned and ran back for camp. And so, they're like, oh, what is this? And of course, their interpreter explains, the curse of, when the bird craps on you, don't wipe it off, you'll die. And so, they said, well, no, we're going to continue on hunting. We'll send a couple of the guides back with their buddy that died, but we're going to get this creature. And so they continue on, and next thing you know, they hear that god-awful screeching sound again. And of course, one of the guys, it just splat right down, the side of his face. And, he's like, oh, and he goes to wipe it, and oh, wait a minute, curse. Oh, no, Joe, our buddy there, he died, he was kind of old, his ticker was kind of failing on him, but, this is messy. It kind of smells too, so, he starts wiping it off, and he's out. He's dead. He's gone. And, of course, the tribesmen are foo, 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 foo.
How'd that sound go again?
What did y'all do?
So anyway, now it's the last guy, and he's kind of nervous now. He's like, oh, maybe we should get out of here. And he's like, no, man, I got to do this for my buddies. I got to be the one that gets one of these birds. And about then, the terrible screeching sound, and next thing you know, just splat right down on his head. It's all down his face and into his beard and everything. And he starts to reach to wipe it, and he's like, no, I can't do it. I don't want to die. And so he's just absolutely petrified now, and he's like, I got to get out of here. So he goes back to where the tribe was, and he gets up all his belongings and preps to have his buddies shipped back home so he can give him a decent burial. He gets on the plane to fly back to the States, and it's been a week now of him wearing this this crap all over him, and he finally gets back to the States, and he just, this is really smelling bad. I mean, it's worse than death warmed over, And he's like, okay, I can't stand it anymore. And he just finally decides he's got to wipe this stuff off. Nobody's going to want to be around him. He's got to get rid of it. So he starts wiping it off, and sure enough, he's gone. And, y'all know what the moral of the story is?
Don't wipe bird shit off your arm?
Get the foo shit, swear it.
Okay. That was corny.
About as good, but
I don't know. Y'all usually took his off. Tyler probably going to be sporting his all night. My
What?
goodness.
Support my what?
You know what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, if I'm going to hang out with y'all for a minute, I got to go get some coffee. Y'all ridiculous.
Oh, wait a minute.
And
That
you gotta
was
get a nice
bad.
hat too.
Do you know why the chicken crossed the road?
Watch
no.
that lady.
To show the armadillo it can be done.
I used to wonder that myself, why did the chicken cross the road? Till one day I was driving down the road and saw a dead chicken in the middle of the road, and I got my answer. Don't know.
Not
He
bad.
didn't. Don't know. He didn't make it.
What you talking about, Badger? What do you mean I finally wear my helmet? What's that mean?
I was gonna say the same thing. It's, he's just being safe. He's got to get his harness on next.
As long as we don't see him licking the windows.
Oh, that comes later.
Then we
He'll
have
start
an
licking the
issue.
screen.
We're not supposed to lick the windows? Oh, damn. I've been doing it wrong.
There it goes. See, there it is. See,
No, it's flagpoles that you're supposed to lick in the wintertime.
only when they're frozen
Yes, absolutely.
or covered in bird shit.
I actually did lick a flagpole in the winter when it was frozen when I was a kid. I remember that.
I can't guess what I lick on.
You get triple dog
online.
dare?
I don't think I don't.
It doesn't get cold enough in Georgia to do that normally.
Well, my sister told me I couldn't do it, and I said I can too.
Now, Lady T, did you want a BB gun when you were growing up? But everybody said you'll shoot your eye out.
No, actually, when I was growing up, I had a double barrel 12 gauge.
Oh, she was big time. That's impressive.
Dang.
Oh, I also had a single shot lever action 22, or breech open lever 22.
Yeah, we were given slingshots and.
I could never hit anything with a slingshot, so I gave it up.
Slingshots are fun.
Oh, I
They're
had
so much fun.
I had one that
Very much
would
so, McCartney.
definitely take out a good sized crow. But one day I shot at a woodchuck with it, and I mean I was at full draw with it, and it just hit the side of that woodchuck, and the woodchuck just kind of looked over me and was like, "Yeah, what?" So.
Kristen B.
That moment that you know you have screwed up.
Big
Kristen
Little
B,
Big Bear 77. Look at there.
in case you guys didn't see it, Kristen B licked a frozen can of juice at the grocery store. Her tongue stuck to it.
I bet they
There
made
you
him
go.
buy it. I bet
Big
they
Bear,
made
it's
him buy
good to
it.
see you. Appreciate you coming by. Come on in.
Hey,
grab
Big
a
Bear
seat.
77. I'm wearing your favorite hat. Look at there.
Hey, Big Bear.
Of course, Big Bear's my little brother.
Okay.
I
In
just have
real
my
life
hat.
or what?
Yeah, no, my real life little brother.
Okay, cool.
Ace Bloodkin.
All right. So we know everybody's working on their looks. So we've got Fishing with Grizzly
There it
Whiskers
is. I knew
got
he's coming
his
back from
Steelers
somewhere.
hat on. And we got Tyler with his, and Lady T, who's
Tyler's going for the
remaining
Cruella de Vil look.
anonymous there. And we got John with his hat on,
Let's do this. Let's do the sign.
and we got
Doesn't the hat fit perfectly with it?
myself
put this
with
away now.
Herbert T here sporting the old Arkansas mullet. Let's see if I can give you all a nice, good look-see
I'll see if
there.
my son will get me a webcam, guys. Of course, I might break it.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's so you, Herbert.
You
It's you. Really.
Well, actually, that is part of the, Herbert T. I'm Dan. Herbert T is, and I can give you. Hey, what's going on there, folks? Yo, Herbert T here. Yes, sir. But
That was disturbing.
now,
What did I get myself into? What did I agree to here, guys?
Most
have-
definitely. Go Steelers.
Mason,
What do you think about the bangs? Do you think I should keep them or should I get rid of them?
Say what?
What do you think about my bangs? Should I keep them or get rid of them?
Dude, you keep
I thought
breaking
that
up
was
like
a cat on your head. What the hell?
I think it's one of those food.
I thought you ran out and grabbed a skunk and threw it on top of your head. What?
I thought, no,
Wait, my hat's
I
back.
thought it was one of those
Hey, one of
My
the
food.
hat
first
back.
time.
Let me fix.
Hey, Herbert, he found one of your raccoons.
actually, the mullet here. 1 year for Halloween, I dressed up as Joe Dirt.
Oh, Joe Dirte, eh?
Yeah, Joe Dirt.
Tyler's gonna have the most get up,
Oh,
Hey,
you
Mac.
know. You already know.
That's
The
right. I
problem
love
is
my
in here, I'm just
fishing.
gonna look
The
like
problem is Tyler's got a whole closet and he keeps coming out of it.
Hey, Mason.
What do you want me to say?
Hey, island life fishing, you like that? You get out on the boat there with you guys fishing and one night
Thank you, Bergie
party.
Love. I know the person who gave me this hat.
Hey, Mason.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, you did.
Sure you did.
Probably.
No, next time you go out, why don't you do a little bit of wild foraging for wild edibles?
I'm waiting on them to come in really good. I had a good
Okay, it's
good
June.
grouping. I know. That's what I'm saying. We had a good grouping of them, and I was doing some other stuff with Georgia Bushcraft at the time. I'm gonna go out this weekend and probably do that because all the dandelions are looking really good. Got some.
I mean,
really
just
good
as you're bushcrafting, just point them out for people, you know.
Yeah, it's really weird because where I'm at, I need to get up to the mountains again. That's where I'm gonna find all the really good stuff at.
Yeah.
But
When I went on my week-long camping trip, I found wild thyme, I found mullein, and I found leeks, all within just 50 foot.
Yeah, I had a leak about 10 foot over that way.
yeah, the wild lettuce is what I'm waiting on to really get taller. Everything else is gonna stick around for the summer. It always does.
You know, wild lettuce is supposed to be really good for a painkiller.
It's awesome. It's coming in, but it's still like 6 inches high. And when it really gets going, it'll get going about mid-June, about now, and it'll start growing with all the rain that we've gotten, and it'll get pretty big. So
If you need some more water,
Hi, Island Life.
we've got plenty here. I'm giving away if anybody needs
Well,
some.
since I live down in El Paso, there's not that much that grows here, so I can't go find stuff like that right around here.
Hey guys, we rolling homestead and wild edibles. And, you know, I like to
I'll
call
have
it
to check
we.
that out, Shauna. Thank
Just came in. Like I say a howdy to him. Appreciate you
Hello.
coming by.
Hey, how's it going?
you. Hey, rolling.
There's
Woohoo.
rolling, how's it going,
crossing.
brother?
Hey,
How are
he's
you?
the
I'm
reason
hungry.
I'm even met all you guys, by the way, Rolling Homestead. I was watching his video on, he made a sling chair for bushcrafting, and it was made out of canvas or something. Anyway, I was watching it, and anyway, I went to go check out his channel, and I noticed he was live. And when I went in there, he just like totally shouted me out, and everybody joined me, and I'm like, wow. And then I got into some of the other people because I, subbed them back and they got into a little bit of that networking, and that's where I met a lot of you guys. And so he's really the reason why I've met you all guys, all you guys.
That's awesome.
Rolling.
Yeah. Roland's definitely got a great channel. He's got a lot of, especially when he does the lives. I mean, I just really like the way he doesn't differentiate against anybody. He's, he just talks to everybody like they're his friend, like you just met him, 10 years ago, and has known him the whole time. So definitely appreciated.
What was that?
Oh,
What the hell
I know
was
what
that
that
noise?
was.
I'm sorry, but like what?
It's my handcrafted horn. It's made out of goat's horn.
Hang
Yes,
on a
it is,
second
Dan.
here. I'm gonna put the camera on you, and you're
Purple
gonna.
Games in the house.
All right, let her rip.
I have one of those.
Yeah, I made this one. Hollowed it out, polished it up.
Mine's doesn't look like that, but it's a horn you can blow. So
Bergie Love, you have a great night. Hope you feel better.
Hi, Bergie. Take care, sweetheart. That's my
Hey, Bergie
sister-in-law.
Love. Appreciate you coming by.
I'm gonna go ahead and go to the chat so I can see if anyone's saying anything.
okay, well, listen, guys, I'm gonna have to get out of here for the night because I'm really tired.
All
So-
right, Lady T. I certainly appreciate you
Well,
coming by.
have a
Hey, I
evening.
appreciate you guys
And-
inviting me in here. That's
Thank you for being
really
here. It's
awesome.
been awesome.
Anytime, Lady T, anytime.
And John, I
I did
appreciate
these
you
stuff, I can-
coming up on the
I'd
panel.
do
We'll
more,
catch you in
Lady
the
T,
chat.
you have an awesome night. Big Texas goodbye.
Well, I'm still gonna be on the panel. I'm just gonna be.
Yeah, I
The
appreciate
problem
that.
is I
Rolling
can't show my.
Homestead and all everybody
camera
in chat,
and my-
Shauna, everybody, Fred, McCartney, Kristen, everybody. We'll talk to you guys later, and every one of you have a great day today, and an even greater
You
day
too,
tomorrow.
Lady T.
You
And
too.
Too.
there's
I'll be waiting
Purple
for that
Gang.
footage.
Purple Gang just joined us. Appreciate it. Of course,
But no, I can
Yeah,
see the chat, but I can't like watch the video or anything else. I can just see the chat go by.
Okay, that's understandable. Yeah, Fred's been
I'm on mobile only. I get to buy
keeping.
a PC.
Looks like I managed to
night,
make
Tommy.
a.
Have a good night. You
Let's-
take it easy.
Looks like I managed to make a thumbs down, but we got 43 thumbs up. Looks like 25 watching. Appreciate
Hey,
it.
that thumbs down is like a badge of honor, man.
put an
You
extra
gotta
thumbs
get
up.
one.
Hey, Roland Homestead,
It's because
if
they don't
you
like the hat.
go to the banner on my channel, you should be able to get to my email address or my about page and send me an email because I don't think I have your. Oh no, actually I do. Let me send you the link. We'll see if we can't get Roland Homestead up here. Just a moment. I do have his email.
All right, guys, I'm gonna cut out. I gotta go take care of some stuff. So,
All right, Grizzly
right,
Whiskers.
Grizzly.
We appreciate you helping us here on the panel
hey,
tonight.
I love being here. It's fun.
Yeah.
Take
you
care of
have a
that
wonderful
hat, Tyler.
evening.
You take it easy, buddy.
Sam versus Wild, how's it going, brother? How's it going?
Oh, Sam, what's up?
Damn, how's it going,
Hey,
buddy?
told me for my live, and now they're all coming in here. So
And we got Help Animals Live in here. And Mickey Mowers, or Mix Mowers. Yes, I think it's a new one. That might be. Let me go over to his channel, see if I can grab him up. There you go. Turn that button gray.
Whoa! I almost
Vanessa-
made a boo-boo.
Vanessa Jane. Last of Riders Creed. We get a lot of new faces in here. Appreciate
yeah.
everybody
Yeah, we do.
coming by. Sharing it out must be working. Yeah, go ahead, John.
For anyone in the chat who may or may not have ever had experience with live streaming, keep glasses of water away from your live streaming device.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I almost dropped this on my phone.
So, again, tonight, we've had the panel here with the survivalists, outdoorsmen, fishermen, bushcrafters, all different walks of life. And I'd also like to turn over to our viewers here. And if any of them got any questions for the panel, just go ahead and throw them out there. I'm sure they'd be more than willing to answer what they can. And also appreciate everybody coming by. So if you can smash that thumbs up, and if you haven't turned the old button red, I'd appreciate that too. And I will get you after the chat and go over and check things out for you.
Best way to shit in the woods. You just gotta do
find
it.
the stump.
Get behind a big tree.
Best way to
Just do it.
Just go. Yeah.
Did he
Ain't
just say
nobody
best way
got
to
time
skip
for
the
that.
woods?
That's right, Fred. Hey, Roland Homestead, did you get the email? Let's see. Big Bones YT channel. Love the stream. Can the hunting talk? Anybody get that?
Hey, Mason,
What?
didn't you want to take a look at that carbon steel folder I have?
Yeah, Roland Homestead, I'm going to try to send it outside of Google Hangouts. So give me just a moment here.
You know what's good for TP out in the woods? If it's available
What?
for you, is birch bark. It's gonna be about the softest that you could use out there, if you don't bring toilet paper.
Be moss. Moss works really good.
Poison ivy. Kidding. Don't do that.
No, you look for those plants that got 5 leaves on them.
Oh, that's dirty, dude.
Say what?
The ones that have 5 leaves on them, kind of fern looking.
See.
But
Vanessa
Mason,
James asking where
this is
y'all
those
all
cheap carpet
from on
steel
the panel.
Okay, so Roland, I just sent you the link outside of Google Hangouts. Let's see if that gets to you this time.
I'm not sure what you're asking, man.
Did I miss a question there?
Kristen B knows all about what we're talking about. She's playing innocent right now.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So Vanessa Jane was asking where everybody on the panel is from. So
I'm from Georgia.
I'm from Iowa, Midwest.
and I'm from Arkansas, soon to be Illinois.
And I'm probably going to hop out of this one in the next few minutes.
We got another one coming up.
Trying to make sure I'm all caught up on these questions.
Yeah, Roland, that's
But Herbert, I think
that's the email I sent that to.
But Herbert,
John,
we
be
do have to
popping
do this
out.
again sometime.
Oh yeah,
And a little bit
definitely,
better
John.
on format.
Yeah. Like I said,
But
this is my first one where I've actually done it
Yeah.
in a like a question format, getting to know like the Bushcrafters and Survivalists and whatnot, and their different
kind of this-
perspectives. So
mix. I mean, well, yeah, and the my perspective on big knives, though, this does everything.
definitely.
But on Mason, these are less than $20. Carbon steel blade.
Nice.
What kind is that?
That's a Svord Peasant, the one I mentioned on the stream a while back.
Huh.
And some stainless steels will work on a striker too, if I can find my striker and my stainless steel knife that does it.
Oh yeah, that I was the one that asked that question, and
Yeah, I'll go ahead and prove it real
Mason's
quick if I
live.
can find my striker.
What's your question there, Sam versus Wild?
Give me a quarter of a second.
I got disconnected from the chat. Did y'all like time me out?
no, you're still there.
It's telling me I'm disconnected. Hold up. Let me refresh this. My computer's all checked.
It's probably the
Oh, that's why I don't have like internet connected. That
Yeah.
might help.
If you look real closely, there's that loose screw. It's right there behind the keyboard.
Yeah, I found it.
Sam versus Wild has a question for us.
Yeah, he wants to know if we're listening. Yeah, go ahead, Sam.
Y'all listen.
Hey, no problem, Island Life. I appreciate you giving me the raid. That was absolutely awesome. I appreciate you coming by. You guys definitely check out Island Life Fishing.
Night Island.
He's absolutely awesome.
I can't be bothered a second because I don't know where it's wandered off to.
Ooh, Sam versus
Okay.
Wild. That's a good question. I actually know quite a
That
bit.
is
I've been
a
doing
good
some
question.
research on which one I like. Which one's worth the money every month. And there's a few. Alpha
There are a
Outpost has really good stuff. They'll send you like hammocks, backpacks, water purifiers, life straws, all kinds of good stuff. I recommend them. There's a few other ones. I don't have the name off the top of my head. I can look it up real quick.
Yeah, see,
Alpha's awesome.
I
Well, I
kind
hate
of
to
wondered
interrupt,
about
but
some of the. Oh, go ahead.
I hate to interrupt, but I'm going to go ahead and go. I mean, but before I do, y'all ever need a knife for $20? These Mossy Oak Boy knives are pretty decent for $20.
All right. I appreciate the
Nice.
information there. And appreciate you joining us on the panel. That was absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
We'll definitely do it again.
Thank you for having me on.
Oh, anytime.
Yes,
bud.
definitely.
Anytime.
But
I
yeah,
absolutely enjoy the stream here. I've
I
subbed
love
to
you.
you
Take it
now,
easy,
and I've
brother.
sent you a like.
Definitely take it easy, John, for sure.
You too, Mason.
all right. So
Everyone take it easy. In the chat, have a good night.
You too,
And
buddy.
everyone else on the panel.
So yeah, Sam versus Wild was asking about the boxes that you can get for the outdoors, bushcrafting, etc. The mystery boxes, and I haven't ordered any of those, but like the ones that I've seen for fishing, in my opinion, are kind of disappointing because it's I don't know, it's like $16 or something like that, and you're supposed to get at minimum like $25 worth of lures and hooks and fishing line or whatever. And every time I see somebody do a box review of those, out of the whole box, there's maybe 2, maybe 3 lures at tops that I would even consider using, and to me, it doesn't seem worth it. So I kind of wonder if those mystery boxes for the the bush outdoors, etc., fall into the same kind of category.
It all depends on which ones you go after. Some of them are actually really, really good. Alpha's pretty good. And you just kind of got to see. It's really weird to try and explain because you kind of got to know what you're looking for in it. Know the kind of steel that they got, know the kind of knives, or just get
Idle box is a good one.
No, it wouldn't be something that, like, after a year's gone by, you end up start recycling through and getting the same things again, would it?
No, that you get different stuff every month out of the box. They give you some filler stuff or some actual like shelter type stuff. It all depends on what company you go with. So you just got to really investigate the company and see what their products and stuff are.
Battle Box is a big one. They do a lot of like expensive knives in them, and they have some pretty cool stuff in there as well.
Which one, Tyler? I didn't hear you.
Battle Box. Battle Box.
Yeah, Battle Box is awesome. I will vouch for that.
I had some for a while.
Yeah,
They've
they
got
do
a few
really good stuff.
spider codes out of them.
Yeah, BattleBox does really good stuff, Sam. If you're looking to try it, go with BattleBox. They give you a good assortment of stuff.
Let's see. I'm trying to get Roland Homestead in here, and I know I saw his email.
What are your other two choices, Sam?
Okay, I think Roland Homestead. I think I see why it didn't get to you. So. All right, I just sent it again, Roland. So.
What'd I do, Purple? What'd I do? Kristen, you take it easy.
Okay.
Tyler.
Who was leaving that I missed? Oh, Kristen B was. Oh, okay. Yeah. Good night, Kristen B. Appreciate you coming by.
Realize I'm show stream. Yeah, Purple. Oh, Crate Club. Tyler, have you tried out Crate Club?
Yeah, Crate Club's pretty good. I
Are
can
they?
vouch.
I haven't tried them
Yeah.
out, so I can't give an honest
It's just-
opinion on it.
Like you have to get like they have like their levels of price when it comes to like obviously the more you spend the better stuff you get. And I watch a lot of reviews on them. And I've seen some people pull out some pretty good stuff. Like they had a few Benchmade knives they got out of there. They had this really nice Molly webbing backpack. It was pretty nice. A lot of tactical stuff.
Oh, nice. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, maybe some of these I need to hit up so I can actually get like a fair variety of stuff, and so I can start building up my my outdoor pack.
I do gotta say something, guys. If you're looking and you're just starting, there's no reason to go out and buy, $1,000 in brand new gear. There's really not. Like this axe right here that I've been playing with all night, my little rune axe. This thing came from Walmart, guys. This little hatchet came from Walmart. It was like $15, and I've had it for like 3 years. I had
Well,
Huh?
well, I definitely want to change over from just being the city slicker camper. So
yeah, I take it out to try it, especially if I see new stuff that I see. Because there's a lot of stuff at Walmart you don't want to get at the same time. Especially when you can get it on Amazon or the user sites for just the same price.
right.
But you definitely want to investigate who you're trying to use and what their stuff is for sure.
Right. Agreed.
But it doesn't always have to be high-end stuff either. I started out with Walmart stuff. I still use Walmart stuff at the time. Oh, well, kind of. I don't really so much anymore, but
Okay. I'm gonna
that's
try
just because of
this
stuff sent to me.
outside.
Like a lottery that always pays.
Alrighty, guys. It's 12:30 my side. I got work in like 3.5 hours, so I really need to get some sleep.
Well, hang on a moment here. I'm gonna give him one more try to get Roland Homestead in here, so we can get
Okay.
a point of view from him on the homestead life. Roland, I'm sending it again from outside of Google Hangouts in an actual email, and it might be because it thinks the body of the email
Yes.
is spam. So I'll try to put a little more in there than just a link. And there, it's on its way. 'Cause I found that sometimes when I send it from within Google Hangouts, it does not seem to get through. So I just sent that to you again. The advantage of these package deals, $30 a month, and you always get something new.
Exactly, Sam. Exactly.
Yeah, that's like I said, it's something I'd like to do, but if it's going to turn out to be like it is in the fishing industry, where they send you like a crankbait. Here he comes. There's Roland.
There he goes.
Industry, where they send you baits that are, like maybe a topwater bait, some plastics, some hooks, maybe a few weights, and then there's usually something that's a little bit different, like maybe something instead of for bass fishing is for crappie fishing, or just some baits that just don't really make sense. for especially for if you're primarily a bass fisherman. So,
Howdy, boys.
How's it going, buddy?
How's it going, Mason?
Pretty good, pretty good. How's it going, Mark? You doing all right?
Work, work, work.
yeah, I bet you.
Need to
So,
make parts for Uncle Sam.
Mark, it's great that you came by because tonight we've been talking, like I said, to the Bushcrafters, the Survivalists, the Outdoorsmen, and you actually are in the homesteading realm, and we get people from all different walks of life here, but when we're talking in around the outdoor life, tell us a little bit about what the homesteading. What is your idea of what that means to, is that just a separation of, from farming, or enlighten our audience, so to speak?
Well, most of the people that know me, I'm a vet. So when I started my YouTube channel, I started out as a bushcraft and survival. I did it for my son so that I could make videos for him so that he could go back later on and watch them. And a lot of people said, hey, you should be putting them on YouTube. And so I did that for like 2 years. And when I bought my homestead, I found out that prepping, homesteading, bushcraft, survival are kind of all tied together. It's all in the same category, it's just a different way of looking at it. As a homesteader, we put our stuff on the property that is a renewable resource, because the old theory is that I'd rather thrive than just survive, because it's no fun. Like me and Mason talk about it all the time. If I'm going to go out in the woods, I'm going to have a good time. I'm not going to be sitting there trying to bust my butt. I'm going to have fun. Same kind of concept. On the homestead here, we put things together so that every year our crops come up. I use my seeds that I already had, so all I have is heirloom seeds. I have fruit trees, everything like that I need to have and sustain my life and my family's life.
And is that something that kind of separates you from? I don't want to say going off grid type thing, but how does it compare to somebody that is going off grid?
Let's just say, okay, I'm pretty big at watching the news. I make stuff for the military. I'm a machinist, so every day I see up and down. And right now, for the last year and a half, I've been working 10 to 12 hours a day. So I know a lot of things are going to be happening. If I would go, let's just say an EMP would happen and we get knocked back into the 1900s, I'm fine with that. I've got my preps and I've got my homestead. I don't have no worries about it. I don't have to have solar power. I've learned how to adapt just by a flip of a switch to go into that era without having any issues. And that started with the bushcraft, from being able to go out in the woods, because at the time I didn't have my big property like I do now. So I wanted to see if I had to go. I lived in town. If something would have happened, I needed to get out of town. I needed a place to go. So I set up a bushcraft camp on somebody that had a church, and he had some land, and he said, yeah, you can go back there. And we did that. So then when we got this, I was like, I'm going to take all my stuff, all my knowledge, I'm going to put it into this area here. And it's now on to the third year. And we can pretty much go from on the 5 acres, you can go from one end to the other, and you can pretty much be filled. If it's wild edibles or fruits, vegetables, whatever you want to pick from, you can. And we have a lot of medicinal plants that I save, and I keep them safe, and so that we can use them. You guys are talking before about wild lettuce. A lot of people have no idea what wild lettuce is all about. Same thing as chaga. A lot of the edibles that you can use, plantain. There's so many different things that you can use. So I just sit back here and I don't want to say it's like evolution, but I evolved from being a prepper, because that'll just drive you nuts. And then I wanted to have some fun. And from my military experience, I said, I'm going to do some bushcrafting because I like being out in the woods. You feel totally free when you're in the woods and doing things by yourself. Not, Mason was talking about the packs he's buying from Walmart and trying them out, and that's one of the things is a lot of people don't realize that them packs, if it's Mason doing it or if I'm doing it, we can have no problem doing that. And we can pretty much be out there and be happy. But you take some city slicker out there that has never been out in the woods, it's a whole different ballgame. Some of the noises out in the woods that we know, okay, that's this, that's that. Some, a screech owl in the middle of the night is going to scare the crap out of a city slicker.
That's for sure.
So
I've done that before.
There's so many things out there that is, and for me, I do extreme because I'm in 60 below weather. So when I go out winter camping out here, my terrain and the way I do things is totally different than what Mason's going to do down in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of the thing. I did the pack things with Walmart, and people thought I'm going to go buy a pack from there, and I'm all set up. And I'm like, you got to know how to use the stuff that's in there, and that stuff isn't the best. But we can make use of it. I mean, I can make a use out of a 50-gallon trash bag, and I'll be fine. Mason's got his own business teaching survival. Those people can do those things, but when you take that and now you put a family of 5 in there, they're not going to be able to hang. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to build a homestead here with all the bells and whistles, and if something does happen, I don't have to worry about it because I got my own well, I got my own water, I got my own food, I got my own fire. I mean, I even went back and got a wood-burning stove that totally does not take any kind of electricity so that I can cook on it.
Nice. Yeah. And you, with your farming, you've also come to, get a deeper look at what's kind of going on right now, especially with all the flooding and, all the crops that have been destroyed. And, I've seen in your lives, you've basically been telling people, to, kind of be prepared, the price of food's going up because of this.
Right. And, we just in our area, if you look at it, 60% of the food that comes to the grocery stores from Mexico right now. You get that stuff at 2 to 3 weeks after they put it in the truck. So your vegetables are already 3 weeks old. With the heartland being flooded like that, they're talking about millions of acres of fields that are not going to get planted this year. And what they're going to do is they're going to wet plant, which means they're just dropping a seed in there so they get the insurance money from the federal government because they got to have something in there for crop loss. So what does that mean? That means your bread's going to go up. That means your gas is going to go up. Food prices are going to go through the roof. Wheat, soybean, oats, barley, all that stuff is going to be high dollar. And that's going to put some people in a very, very hard predicament. But it's a very easy fix. You can use a swimming pool. You can use buckets, whatever means necessary. Sandy's just been saying in here now canning. You can do dry canning. You can do regular canning. There's so many ways to do stuff so that you have something to help. Because let me tell you, when a switch happens, the government isn't going to be there to help you.
Absolutely.
And that's the biggest thing is people, and what's going to happen is that people don't realize is that when stuff decides to take a plunge, the government has their own agenda that's already been set up and they've already been taken care of. And those people are going to go into their little safe zone. And these people think that people are going to come and help them, and they're not. And it's going to take them about 2 to 3 days to figure it out. Once they figure that out, then there's going to be chaos. And then there's going to be looting. Then there's going to be people that are be breaking into stuff and stealing. And then you're going to have somebody could get hurt, shot, everything else. What's going on? So you never know what's going to happen on that end of things. So the best thing is we decided we're going to pull ourselves out of that situation. So we're roughly about 20, 25 miles away from town so that it takes them a long time to get out to us. But all that can be avoided by just simply having some kind of water source, water storage. If you have a well, a deep well, whatever it means necessary, some food. and some common sense knowledge. And Mason's been doing a really good job, if people have been watching, about how to start a fire in a wet environment. What do you do to use to make a fire? What if you don't have a BIC? There's a lot of ways to start a fire. Use that and being able to prepare yourself and take care of your family. So with a roundabout way, homesteading is everything that everybody else does with the bushcrafting, the outdoorsmen, stuff like that. We just do it in one.
So there is a little bit of a difference between the homesteader and the prepper. Is that right?
Well, the main difference is entirely a mindset.
Yep.
It really is. Because you're learning and stacking your knowledge on top of each other until you reach an ultimate goal.
So, like what Mason's saying is, if me and him went down and we went back to Alaska and we did cold weather survival, we're going to be exactly in the same area, the same boat, same skill set, and be able to do the same exact thing. Like the homesteader versus the prepper, the difference is that we're not waiting for a rainy day because we always have renewable resources. Every year, our stuff is renewed. Yeah, I got supplies of that I can go for 3-4 years without having to do anything. But why do that when I can get fresh, renewable stuff every single time? That's the biggest difference between a prepper and a homesteader.
Yep.
And it's just with my skill set, I just added a little twist to it.
Well, I definitely appreciate you enlightening us on that. So I think like I said, we've definitely covered a lot of different walks of life here and what people do, with their homesteading or with prepping or with survival or bushcrafting. And, I've certainly been enlightened as somebody that, I have an outdoor channel and I do the hunting and fishing, and this opens my eyes to a whole new world. And I always kind of thought, well, if it ever hit the fan, I know how to hunt, I know how to fish, but some things I didn't take into consideration that I've definitely learned from you guys. So it's always good to know.
One of the big things that people don't, especially for me, because in the woods in the winter, me and Mason were talking about this a couple weeks ago. When we get the big heavy snows, animals don't move. So if you really look at it, hunting in the wintertime for us is you have to know the areas, you have to know your surroundings, because the animals aren't moving because the snow is too deep for them to move around in. So they're sitting down in the cedar swamps or way down in a pit somewhere. You have to go find them. Well, you're burning energy, you're burning calories. So exactly. you have to be able to think about those things. If, he wants to come up here and do some ice fishing, well, that's fine when we got gasoline and augers, but I'll tell you what, I really don't want to chip through 3 to 4 foot of ice to go fishing. And a hand auger is going to burn way too much calories. So some of the things like I've learned up here is that if I want to get a hole, I'm going to light a fire and I'm going to walk away and I'm going to save my energy and I'm going to let the fire do the work.
Good point. Good point.
Agreed.
Because one thing that Mason will tell everybody in here, when it's in a survival situation, calories are number one. They're the most important thing, because once you burn your calories and you start going into dehydration, hypothermia, when you start messing with your food intake and your water intake and you start hallucinating, you can't think straight, that's when it becomes a difficult time and you don't even want to get in that area.
No. You get there, you're pretty much gone, especially if you're by yourself. And calories just count for everything when you're out there. So
yeah, so I watch the of course the survival shows, the Naked and Afraid and whatnot. Although I've never understood why they really had to be absolutely naked. And I know they're trying to show the get by with the absolute bare minimum essentials, but cover up.
I'll tell you a little something that I found out. That I used to really enjoy Bear Grylls until I found out that there was a woman. Her name is Les Craft, and she does all the stunts for Bear Grylls before he does it. That kind of turned me off to Bear Grylls.
Explains why he picks to do those stunts now.
You know, the thing of it is like Mason has been to Alaska, so he went through the same training that I went through. Every single minute of that time that you're out there, things change. Your area changes. Your ability to do things, especially in cold environments, change. Once you get cold, if you're wet, like I said the other day, you know, one of the biggest things that I learned when I did it is if I start to get wet, I'll actually take my clothes off, rub snow on me, because the snow will wick the sweat off of me.
Yep.
And then I can put my clothes back on. If you know, there's so many different ways to do things. I did the super shelter. I took 3 kids out there that were under the ages of 12, stayed in an area that was down to, it got down to about 15 degrees at nighttime, and I had it over 90 degrees in that super shelter.
Oh yeah, super shelters are the way to go in a cold weather. If you can get a super shelter up, you're doing pretty well.
You know, doing the long fire versus just making a regular fire. The traditional fire and a long fire, 2 totally different categories as a bushcrafter, but one will do something where you can burn for 12 hours versus getting up every 2 hours to stoke your fire, because you don't realize how much heat you lose out in the wintertime just from, you know, because you don't have that inside your shelter. So the long fires are really a decent way of doing things. But being able to find a dry wood to do a long fire is, you have to have knowledge. And that's what's kind of cool about the homesteading thing is I can flip from going out and being the sportsman and go fishing and hunting. I can flip going into the bushcraft thing, and I can go right back into survival or go into the homesteading, however we want, or whatever our situation is. You have to be more well-rounded.
Exactly. It's always your ability to overcome and adapt, and that's with any of us. It really is.
And a lot of people say, well, that's because you got military experience. It's like, the military,
well, but
it helps.
I went a totally different route from that after I got out. You know, that was more of a get out situation, whereas.
And I'm glad you said that the other day, is because most people don't realize is that the survival that we're taught is always on the go. We're always moving. It's not anything that's long term. You're not making fire because you don't want to give your position away.
Yeah, you're never stationary more than 12, 13 hours. You're never that stationary. So that's part of the reason I love my camp life. I got lazy. I wanted to do bushcrafting and survival so that I could, you know, stay in one spot.
It is nice when you got fire, when you got wood piled up, and you can just go back to the bushcraft camp and just kick back and relax. And that's what I got now. I mean, I can go back there and we can have a really good time. We got pots, we got pans, we got the fire, we got a lean-to, and we got the hut. So you can have a blast. I mean, my hut can easily fit 3 people in there with cots, and it's got a wood stove in it.
Oh, there you go.
So I got one of my military.
It's so much better not trekking and trekking and trekking. Whereas, and sometimes survival wise, you got to do that, but you know, you got to do it in a smart way all at the same time. So
right.
Now, Mark, I noticed there on your backdrop there, it says micro homestead.
Micro is my partner when I do my live streams. I learned a long time ago that it made a big difference when I did my live streams to have a partner. Not only does it help to interact with the chat, because he sees things that I don't see, and he's a homesteader. They do raised beds and stuff like that, but he brings a whole different era to the live stream. So when we started live streaming, what happened is about almost a year ago, I got pinched because I played a 30-second video. Someone else was copyrighted, and I got into the YouTube jail for whatever it was, 90 days or whatever. I couldn't live stream, and Micro said, hey, why don't you come and live stream on my channel? So we started live streaming together, and it's been that way ever since. It brings a totally different picture to your stream, because you have 2 different personalities, 2 different views on things, and he brings a whole different thing to the table. So it really makes our live streams more complete that way, having that second person.
I'll definitely agree with that. I think Mason there can agree with it, and
Oh yeah.
I think Tyler is off finding something to eat, or he passed out, one of the two. But yeah, I talked with you a couple weeks back about trying to help figure out getting this live going, and I think I got the Google Hangouts part of it down. But the one thing I would like to do at some point is to actually bring up so that it doesn't have to flip between each screen for each person talking.
Well, one of the things that you can do is right now, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, is Streamlabs. There is what is called OBS Studios, and that's exactly where you're seeing on mine. And I can switch from, let me see here.
Now, is that OBS or Streamlabs OBS?
This is OBS Studios. This is the first original one. My Streamlabs will work one time, and next time it won't work. Right now they're having a huge problem with Streamlabs.
Yeah.
But this is so what you're seeing right now is me and Merle's normal Saturday. So here's one of my opening sets. I can flip that over.
Mm-hmm.
And then my original opening set is right here. So I can have all these different things. Now, like I did with Mason, is through OBS, I can do what is called a display capture. I can capture him, and I can put him in right next to me, sitting at the desk with me. And that's how I do it with Merle. So if you ever guys go look at my live streams, you'll see Merle, who's in Indiana, sitting right alongside of me. That's how we do it.
Okay, so what you're doing is that screen capture and then cropping it down to just this picture out of the Google Hangouts.
Well, he uses vMix, which is a paid software. I used to have vMix, but I got really take care, Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler, I definitely appreciate you coming by and helping out here with the panel. Definitely been very informative. You have yourself a good evening.
Do the same, guys.
Yeah, well, yes,
Yeah.
take it easy.
I
So,
planned on going to sleep like 3 hours ago.
There you go, Mason. I saved you from having to go live.
But I appreciate it, guys. Everybody in the chat, much appreciated. Y'all stop by, y'all hit that like button, share it out. Oh, Mark, definitely awesome seeing you.
You too, Mason.
Man, thank you so much.
I appreciate it, Mason.
I'll come on tomorrow probably, but I gotta go to bed.
Alrighty. TGIF. It's Friday already.
Y'all have a great night, guys. I very much appreciate it.
Take care, man. Yeah, Herbert, the only thing that you got to make sure of is that one thing with me and Merle, we have pretty much my streaming computer was built specifically for streaming and YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So I have all the bells and whistles that I can do that. He has the same thing on his end. So you have them clear pictures like you have when you have somebody that comes in there with a lower camera or their bandwidth is bad or something like that. It can disrupt your live stream because you're pulling him in and you're fighting against what he's already fighting with.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So you have to make sure that is right. But OBS Studios is really simple. I can show you I'll screen share here and I'll show you my if I remember how to do it on here.
I'm gonna lock it in on your screen so it doesn't flip back and forth if I talk.
Okay, so here this is my OBS.
Okay.
All right. So I have right here's all my different scenes and here's all my different stuff that I put in here. So every single one of these boxes is just an image, more or less. From the desk, the background, everything is just an image. And you just copy and paste, and you put it in there.
Right.
It's really simple.
And that's the OBS Studio,
Yep.
and I'm actually using OBS.
Streamlabs.
No, OBS.
Oh,
It's OBS version 21.1.0.
well, so I'm using 21.1.2.
Okay,
So you're using the same software I'm using.
well, I'm looking at the top of it, and yours actually says OBS Studio. Mine just says OBS.
Okay, so now if I click on this is your key here, is you got to make sure you got that virtual cam.
Yeah, that's what I'm using.
Okay.
That's how I'm able to, because
Yeah.
let's see, where's my camera here? Video capture device. So as you can see,
Yep. So what you do is when you come on, so let's say if you go full screen in a green screen, I can bring you into here and then and put you right next to me outside of the desk. So like Premier Hell's in here right now. He's got a green screen. I could yank him in here, get him on Google Hangouts, bring him onto my live stream, and put him right alongside me by my desk, and we can be talking like we are right now.
Oh, okay.
It just you have to have that when you do that display capture, make sure that whoever's there, number one, has to have a green screen, or it's going to mess everything up.
Okay.
You guys could be sitting on the couch. It look like you're sitting on the couch behind you. If you have the green screen. If they don't have a green screen, then it's a little different. Then you'd have to use like I did with the box up here. Like I put Mason in a box here the other night, and then he's all by himself.
Okay. Yeah. So then it just looks like he's maybe on the monitor, so to speak.
Yeah, because you'd have to close the chat up on Google Live. And then you'd have to go full screen. And the thing that you got to watch out for is that your cameras will go to infinity. So you have to shut your camera off on Hangouts. And then you're allowed, and then you put him on the full screen there, so he's by himself. So what you do is you start it out as an individual chat on Google Hangouts. So you call it on Google Hangouts, you do an individual chat, and you lock him in on the green screen so that he's by himself.
Right.
Then you can bring him into your OBS and put them side by side.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of the way I was thinking that it needed to be done, but the problem I initially had, and this was around the time when the Google crash happened, I brought in somebody, and it was the first person, and they were on their phone, I believe, and I could hear them, but the box was just black for them. Mm-hmm. And as soon as the second person came in, instead of it completely flipping between the two screens, then it was able to show two people at the bottom right corner plus myself, and everything started working fine. But as soon as one of those dropped out and it went back to the one, they went blank.
The one thing that's going to happen here shortly is Google Hangouts is going to go away. When I'm back up and rolling full time, I use Zoom. And Zoom is really cool because you can have, I can have up to 100 people plus in a live stream on a panel, and that's in total HD, and it flips as soon as that person talks. You can have a conversation where it goes back and forth, and it's really good. They use it for webinars and everything else. But I'm not doing full-time YouTube because I'm working way too much. So for me, for paying $15 a month to have the full bells and whistles, that has a built-in green screen, that has everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, something to consider if I ever decide to go full-time with it, but doubtful.
It's just a hobby, an expensive hobby.
Well, it hasn't been really any expense for me. I used the webcam I already had, and using all the free softwares and all the stuff that I do for my analytics, and to boost for tag words and all that stuff. Every single bit of it's been free.
Yeah, we built a studio, so I'm actually sitting in a studio. I have
Okay.
I
Yeah.
have the overhead lights, and I've got 3 different monitors, and I've got half of it showing right here. But that's the computer that was custom built,
Oh yeah.
so
Yeah.
it can handle what I'm doing. Um, and it has my editing software and everything like that. So, but when one of the things that I tell everybody that wants to get into YouTube, wait and see if you're going to enjoy what you're doing before you start. The mics and everything else, the switchboards, all that stuff.
Yeah. I could definitely tell earlier when I was recording a video. I could definitely tell the difference in quality of sound just coming out of my webcam that I use, because I was actually recording the video using Streamlabs OBS,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, I could definitely tell the difference in quality of the sound of my voice once I did the playback, as opposed to what I hear coming across with you having your microphone.
Right. There's a big difference. I mean, the Yeti does really good. It's a really good mic for doing live streams and stuff like that, and for recording. But when I put in with like the mixer and stuff like that, there's more stuff that I can do with that. My software that allows me to adjust my volume so it sounds normal. All that stuff is a big difference in quality. I wouldn't want to use my C90 microphone in there, because it would probably be just a big old echo in this room.
Yeah.
The mic makes a huge difference, and a lot of people can't do what I do. My speakers, I've got 7.1 surround sound, and I'm hearing you through my speakers, and it doesn't affect you don't get any playback coming back through there. That's my software. It's neutralizing your voice and only allowing my voice to come through.
Oh wow, that's absolutely awesome.
Because my speaker is only a foot away from my mic, and I've got 3 of them on my desk right now, and then I've got 2 up on top. So when you're coming through, you're in surround sound. So if I have anything going on, you can hear that, but the mic stops it. And that's one thing really nice about the Yeti is, it's a condenser mic, so you can have different settings. You can have just to yourself or a group or whatever. But yeah, YouTube's a money pit.
Yeah.
Unless you're really big, then it's not.
Yeah. Well, I've been on for quite a while. I don't even remember what time I started earlier. And when you do it through the Google Hangouts, you of course have no concept of how long you've been on. But
you've been on for.
Did you catch when I first started?
You've been on right now for 2 hours.
It's been more than 2 hours.
Well, that's what it shows me down here in the bottom on YouTube land. It's telling me you're on here for 2 hours.
That means I started at 11 o'clock at night. I'm fairly certain I started before that.
Yeah, you got 7. You got 7 watching now.
Yeah. I wonder if it doesn't. I was hoping in our little side chat that we have, if it would tell me what time we started that.
No, I got Tyler up there.
Oh, I know how to check. Send an email just a little before I got this. So.
Well, I'm in here. Good to see you again, Fred.
Maybe it
Camp
was.
Cowboy. Good to see you.
Well, I know when I sent the email for Lady T to come in, that was at 11:30, and we had been on at least a half hour or more before she came in. So that would have been 11 o'clock, and it's now 1 o'clock. Well,
Yep.
maybe it was 2 hours ago. Didn't think I started that late. Because we usually talk Mason and they go live.
Yeah, because I caught you at work when I got the notification at work. It was around 11 o'clock the first time I popped in there and said, hey, guys.
Yeah. All right. Well, I definitely appreciate you coming by and providing us with some good differentiation there. It's been kind of a question that's been kind of a buzz around the YouTube community as far as the preppers, the survivalists, homesteaders, and just the different walks of life. And I know some people have talked about those that do the videos demonstrating the things that they do. If I sit at my kitchen table and I demonstrate how I make something, whether I'm making fishing lures and stuff like that, doesn't mean I'm a city slicker fisherman.
Right.
So people,
There's a lot of things that that people that you put up for other things like skinning. We don't show that. We just do it because I don't got time to do that.
yeah,
But lures, if there's an easier way to catch fish, especially in a survival situation, or building some kind of a pack or a bag for fishing, for emergency fishing situations where you've got line, you have lures, you have hooks, sinkers, whatever means necessary that you have at your, because in the summertime that stuff will work great here. So in the wintertime you come in a problem.
right.
So there's ways that everybody can look at it and say, hey, that's why I do so many different things. I take from so many different avenues, because the bottom line of the whole thing is that we're here to support and help our family.
Right.
That's that we're able to. And if I can make it so that we're not just surviving, we're thriving, and we're I wouldn't say having a good time, but we're not actually roughing it, it makes it easier on everybody else, because when you're going to be put in that situation, your stress levels are going to be through the roof to begin with. You don't need to add anything more to it.
Right. Yeah. I certainly understand that. And like I said, I definitely appreciate you coming on and explaining your point of view and how you do things there. I'm sure, some of the people here watching have definitely picked up some new ideas of what it's all about. I know I've talked with like my dad, who, when I tell him homestead, I talk with a lot of homesteaders. He kind of has the impression it's more about squatting, so basically going and finding a piece of land and squatting on it and making it past the law limits to make it become their own land. So it is a little bit different. So
yeah, that is different. I mean, I have a full-time job. I have a what I look at as far as homesteading is, I grew up on a farm. I'm a farm boy from childhood. We had a big dairy farm. Mine is a lot smaller. We have chickens and dogs and the gardens and stuff like that. We had cows. It's just a smaller thing than what I'm used to doing, but it's more or less of, if I have to go to the store, the only reason I got to go to the store for is toilet paper, the main essentials. We got everything here that we need. So I think Fred's asking you a question. He's asking hey, Mark, is the background that Dan is using the same as one that Merle uses? I don't think so. I think he's got the living room. Dan's using something different. He's got the cabin one.
Yeah, I've got the cabin, which actually I don't know why when I talk it's not flipping. There it goes. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I'll let you get back and go. I know it's time for
Yeah,
me.
I think we're gonna wrap things up. I didn't intend to go this late, but that's all right. You know, when you're having a good time, you you just tend to go on and on.
Well, you guys all take care, and we'll see you on the next one.
All right, Mark. Thanks for coming by and chatting with us.
No problem.
And everybody else, again, I appreciate you coming in tonight. We definitely appreciate the raid from Island Life Fishing. That was absolutely awesome. And Fred, I appreciate you keeping your eyes open for them old nasty trolls. Looks like we might have had one slip in. I got a thumbs down. That happens. But doesn't hurt my feelings none. You know, life goes on. But definitely appreciate everybody coming in tonight. You guys have been absolutely awesome, and I hope that you know the format that I did things tonight was a little bit different than what have previously done. And previously, I've spent some time showing other channels and just kind of throwing out some advice to help you grow your channel, etc. But one thumbs down is good. Well, Fred, I appreciate you giving me that one thumbs down because it's good, right? Yeah. Like I said, I'm not too worried about it. It happens. And if a ratio of 1 down to 48, that's what I'm showing up, I don't have a problem with that. And the fact that I had a troll that gave a thumbs down, guess what? Means I'm getting bigger. I'm growing. But, all right. Definitely appreciate everybody coming by. We're going to wrap things up, and you guys have a wonderful weekend. Maybe we might try to sneak a live in this weekend. I always try not to step on the other channel's foots or a live schedule, but sometimes I try to get one in on Sunday afternoons after I've gone to church. But definitely appreciate everybody coming by. You guys have a wonderful evening, and always remember, keep Jesus in your life. Y'all have a good evening.